I want to thank everyone for joining us, especially our partners who are with us today. Hulda Hiltzy, Representative-elect, Minnesota House District 38A. Kamadi Dian, Executive Director, Organization of Liberians in Minnesota. Sam Mwangi, Executive Director of the Global Father Foundation. And Takoa Cochran, the Executive Director of the Village BP. We are here to announce the third Hennepin County Expungement Clinic and Community Fair, which will take place next week on Tuesday, November 19th from 1 to 7 p.m. here at the Brookdale Library and in this room. I have previously spoken about the importance of this work to improve public safety in our community, but it cannot be repeated enough that after people finish the consequences of their sentences, they are often followed by collateral consequences of that criminal conviction long after the sentence is over. When people have criminal records, they can face significant barriers to employment, housing, education, and much more. When a person with a criminal conviction can't rebuild their life, it can have a negative impact on community safety. When people commit crimes, it is important that they are held accountable, but it is equally important that after that accountability, they have an opportunity to move beyond their past. It is in all of our interest to make sure that an individual who broke the community's trust is ready and able to contribute to their community. That's why the process of expungement or sealing of criminal records is so important. I'd like to share some real-world examples of the enormous impact sealing records has had on people's lives. At our last expungement clinic, I met a woman who told me that the expungement we were seeking for her would mean a raise of $40,000. Our team also recently met a woman from Brooklyn Park who had gone through our expungement-led program called Help Seal My Record. I'll call her Rachel. She recently shared how the sealing of her criminal record changed her life. Rachel was a trafficking survivor who experienced severe trauma and eventually became addicted to drugs. Her substance abuse disorder led to arrests and convictions and eventually to a district court drug court. She became sober, graduated from drug court, became a mother, and a mentor and an advocate to other trafficking survivors. She said her criminal record really haunted her. She had trouble getting a job because of her record. She eventually got a job at a smoke shop which paid $13 an hour, which was not enough to support her family. 3 days after being hired, she was fired after her background check came back and showed her history, which at this point was nearly a decade old. She applied and was qualified for our prosecutor-led expungement program. Her cases were expunged shortly after she applied, and she was able to get a better paying and more fulfilling job at a treatment center, a job she absolutely loves. These two stories serve as an example of how expunging criminal records is a valuable tool to support public safety by helping individuals positively contribute to their families and to their community. Since October of 2020, the Hennepin County Attorney's Office has had a prosecutor-led expungement program where over 11,000 people have applied to our office to have their records sealed. Our expungement clinics are the next step toward a more just and fair criminal system. We have had enormous success in hosting these events. We have had approximately 300 people come to our clinics, and we have been able to help over half of them ask the court to seal their records. I want to mention that the work isn't all done at the clinic. It's really the first step. After the clinic, our dedicated staff continues to work on prosecutor-led expungements for people who came to the clinic and were eligible to ask the court for relief. Our expungement work is one more way that the Hennepin County Attorney's Office is working to improve overall well-being and the security of our communities. I'm grateful to be joined by our partners in making the expungement clinic a reality. I'll ask Representative Hulda Hiltzy to step to the podium.
Thank you so much. I must say that this is my first press conference, so thank you so much, Peggy, for the invite. As the representative-elect, it is a pleasure and an honor to be here to talk about this very important work. And so what does this mean for our community? You know, this clinic is a profound symbol of hope and opportunity for our community. It means giving people a chance to put past mistakes behind them and step into the future with new possibilities. For those who may have struggled to find jobs, secure housing, or pursue education due to their criminal record, expungement can be life changing. It restores dignity and opens doors to stability and success, allowing individuals to contribute fully to society and enrich our community. In a place where we value equality and inclusion and the power of second chances, the impact of an expungement clinic is enormous. It is direct investment in our community's safety, economic health, and collective well being. I want to offer my heartfelt thanks to the organizers, volunteers who have brought this clinic to life, who continue to bring this clinic to life. Your commitment to justice, fairness, and compassion is transforming lives for the better. You are doing more than offering legal aid. You're giving individuals and families the support that they need to build and thrive. Your hard work, dedication, and sacrifice, and the belief in value of every person has and will continue to make opportunities like this possible. Because of you, our neighbors are finding hope and empowerment in places that they might not have before. Thank you for your time, energy, and unwavering commitment to this cause. To everyone gathered here, I encourage you to stay engaged, especially this upcoming clinic. This clinic is a powerful step, but our work does not stop here. Let's continue to support efforts like this, advocating for policies that expand access to expungement and working on removing the barriers that too many in our community still face. Together, we are creating a society where every individual has the opportunity to contribute, grow, and succeed. Thank you for standing with us in this mission and for being part of the movement that builds a stronger, fairer, and more compassionate community. And as you look behind me, this is what our community looks like here in this district. We are about building lives for the better, and we're excited about next week for this clinic. And we encourage all of our members, not only within this district, but around this district, to come out, take advantage of this opportunity so that we can build a stronger community. Thank you.
I was remiss in forgetting to introduce Peggy Larkin, who is one of our experts in expungement and is one of the people who volunteers to help. Next is Kamadi Dian.
Thank you very much. I'm very glad to be here today. I'm Kamadi Dian. I'm the executive director of the Organization of Liberians in Minnesota, representing the interest of over 48,000 Liberians in Minnesota. What in fact is expungement? Expungement is the legal process of sealing or erasing criminal records that plays a crucial role in promoting justice and equality, particularly for minority communities and individuals from underprivileged backgrounds. For many, a criminal record can be a significant barrier to employment, housing, education, and social integration. The challenges is exacerbated for those who do not speak English well, as they may face additional hurdles in navigating the legal systems and understanding their rights. What are the benefits? The benefits of the expungement include economic opportunities, social integration, empowerment, and reducing discrimination and supporting for non-English speaking people. We are very grateful today that we are part of this program, and our community and many other minority communities will immensely benefit from this program. As the county attorney stated earlier, there are many other stories and family members that this issue have impacted. So we are very glad and hopeful that this can continue as the first stage. Our community and organization embrace this, and we are wholly and solely supporting it 110%. Thank you very much.
Sam Wagi.
Thank you so much. My name is Samuel Mwangi. I'm the executive director of the Global Fatherhood Foundation. We work with fathers and families. We support them in different services. And I want to say thank you for the Hennepin County team for this opportunity to come and talk about the expungement clinic. During at the beginning of this year, we set up a program called the Reentry Program. And believe me, through that program, we have seen that there's so many barriers, especially men, they face when it comes to employment, comes to housing opportunities, and also social integration. Yeah. This program, the Expatriate Clinic, is an opportunity, and I'm going to strongly encourage men and women who have been incarcerated here, come up and get services here. These are free service. You're going to be connected with professionals. You are going to be connected with a team, a highly professional team from Hennepin County, and you are going, there'll be other opportunities for other support services here. We have a program called Targeted Workforce. There will be other services to offer to you during the event. So again, my goal is just here to encourage you, to the public and to the community and everybody, to our network and partners, please come to the event. The event's gonna be next week on Tuesday here at the Brooklyn Park, at the Brooklyn Center Library. Thank you so much.
Takoa Cochran.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you all for being here, and thank you, Mary and the County Attorney's Office for putting this together. My name is Takoa Cochran. I'm a grassroots founder of an organization called the Village BP. Criminal expungement is more than just a legal process. It's a pathway to second chances and a chance for people to rebuild their lives. For individuals who have made mistakes in the past but have worked hard to turn their lives around, expungement removes the barriers of a criminal record, allowing them to pursue jobs, housing, education, and even restore their civil rights. It gives them the opportunity to fully participate in society, free of the stigma that often follows them for life. Now, before I created this organization, I myself had a criminal background, and I had that criminal background expunged. It was a life changer for me. Not just a life changer for me as far as just having those opportunities to rebuild myself, but it gave me the strength and the courage to go out into my community and help rebuild other people. Expungement also benefits communities. By helping people re-enter the workforce, secure stable housing, and contribute positive to society, it reduces poverty, it strengthens local economies, and enhances public safety. When individuals are empowered to succeed, they are less likely to reoffend, creating safer, more cohesive communities for everyone. Moreover, expungement helps address some of the deep racial and social disparities in our justice system. It offers a chance for those who have been disproportionately affected by over-policing or unfair sentencing to break free from the cycle of marginalization and reintegrate into society. Ultimately, expungement is about fairness and justice and forgiveness. It recognizes that people can change, grow, and contribute in meaningful ways. It is not just a legal remedy, it's an investment in individuals, families, and the future of our community. Thank you all.
I want to thank our partners once again, our community partners, our team for putting this together. It's a really exciting event, and you've heard how it can directly impact people in our community. Any questions?
You said, was it 50% expungements went through last time, or I guess what can, or I guess folks who show up, is there a way an expungement may not be granted, or what goes into
Yeah.
planning?
So I mentioned since the program started, there were over 11,000 applications. Sometimes, so we can help with some felonies in Hennepin County. And we encourage people to come because sometimes people don't know whether they have a misdemeanor conviction, they may have a felony conviction from another county, and we can't help with that. But we can help with resources, and we can help direct people to the appropriate place. So of the 11,000 people, or people who came through, we reviewed 5,431 cases. So they were at least, they had felonies in Hennepin County. Of those, we filed stipulations in court for 2,720 of them. So that's 2,720 people who got that expungement help.
Do you have any estimation on how many people out there may be eligible for this? Hundreds,
Any-
thousands?
I would say thousands. Yeah, I mean, there really is no limit going back. And we're talking about felony convictions in Hennepin County. So many, many, many. And one of the reasons we do community events and we're here today is to really try to educate people that there is something that can be done when they find that there's a felony that's a barrier to getting the things they want in life. So it's sometimes about knowledge. We do have a computer, help seal my record, but a lot of people don't have access to computers, or language is an issue, or they just don't know to look there. So we want to be out in the community, and part of this and with our partners is getting the word out there. Hey, this is a possibility. Just show up and we'll help you navigate whatever your particular issue is.
And from the time they come in on Tuesday, how's the process play out, and when will their records
I
be
mean-
sealed?
Yeah, I'm going to ask Peggy Larkin to step up and answer that.
Thank you. So at the clinic, when they come in, if they're signed up for the clinic or they walk in, we will review their record right there and determine if they have Hennepin County felonies eligible for expungement. Once we find them eligible, we begin to draft the paperwork. We have volunteers that will be drafting the paperwork for the court right there. We'll file those with the court, and I would imagine it would be done 3 months. How long? 3 months? Yeah. And so within 3 months, the entire process should be completed from being signed by a judge, filed, approved, and sealed.
I do want to add to that there is a filing fee if people were to try to do it themselves, but that's waived. So if they come here, they don't have to pay that fee. Any other questions?
I was just gonna say, on the list here, you have some of the cases that would not be eligible. What are generally some that are? So if I'm watching a story, then I'd have an idea.
Sure.
Okay, maybe I'll be eligible for this.
I'm going to ask Claire Deagle, who is the director of our professional standards division and in charge of supervising our expungement clinic.
Thank you for that question. The question was what types of felonies from Hennepin County would be eligible for expungement. So it's going to be some of the what's considered lower level felonies. A lot of drug possession up to 3rd degree felonies would be eligible. They're all listed in a very long convoluted statute. But again, we encourage people with Hennepin County felonies just to come, and we'll help them answer those questions, because it is a lot for people to navigate on the front end. So we just encourage people to come on in.
Any other questions? Thank you.